So here we are at Pixelodian. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Micki Krimmel from Mickipedia.com.
Okay. And you just gave a workshop here, so tell us about that.
Yeah, I was asked to curate a screening session here at Pixelodian where we highlight some of our favorite video blogs on various topics. I worked with Damien Somerset, who is behind Zaproot. He did Treehugger TV, and he works on the Good Magazine videos and also edits for Ask a Ninja. He's quite prolific. And we both also write for World Changing, so our focus was videos about environmentalism and sustainability. So we called our session The Green Scene. We chose videos as widely ranging as possible. So we chose, the YouTube mashup from that, from the Chevy Tahoe ads where they did the commercial contest and people mashed it up in inappropriate ways. So we chose one of those, and then we did like some personal video blogs about how to incorporate sustainability into your personal life, like cooking and composting. And then we went all the way up to more professionally produced videos, like some of the Good Magazine things and the Treehugger stuff. So.
So what were some of the learnings at the session? How can people get involved or use video to advance the green scene?
Well, that's what was so great about it. I mean, we had a lot of the creators in attendance, the people who actually made the videos. We did a little Q&A session afterwards. And interestingly, the questions from the audience weren't about what kind of camera did you use or how did you edit that video. It was much more like, how do I actually incorporate these lessons into my own life? It's just that the videos themselves were effective in what they were meant to do. So the discussion was much more about the actual movement and how can I be more sustainable, and how can I use this media and my talents in this area to propagate those ideas and to help other people learn. It isn't that hard to compost, for example. And that's the beauty of this medium for this issue in particular is, the environmental movement is often seen as this really negative sort of top-down thing where it's, with fear. Mainstream media mainly uses fear to say, global warming is so scary and all these things are so bad. And in this environment, it has much more of an optimistic approach. It's like, I'm participating in this movement and I'm showing you how I'm changing my life in my apartment to be more green and how you can participate as well. So it's that sort of hopefulness that's being re-injected into the environmental movement that I think is pretty hopeful and profound.
Now, did you have any sort of suggestions or answers to the people who are asking questions about how to make their world more sustainable, or how they can participate to make a difference?
Well, the interesting thing is in video blogging in particular, everyone sort of is talking about what they're passionate about. For instance, if you're into cars, then you can make your passion in cars as green as possible. We did a video on the Lovecraft biofuels in LA where they do conversions from diesel cars to biodiesel. So in World Changing, we talk a lot about you don't have to change everything in your life. It can become a little bit all-consuming. I have to change my light bulbs, I have to recycle, I have to do all these things, and we should do all of those things. But more than that, the way to really make a difference is to choose what you're passionate about and make that as green and sustainable as possible. So if you're a filmmaker, you want to reuse props and you want to share, have open source ideas with people, share your information and your knowledge with other people to make that industry more sustainable. So it's like whatever you're passionate about, if you can think about how to make that more green, like that's really the key.
For people who don't know, what is World Changing?
It's WorldChanging.com is basically, it's one of the premier online magazines for news about sustainability, environmentalism, and the future. We write about things, a whole gamut of things, and we all write about what we're passionate about. Like, for instance, I write primarily about media and Web 2.0, sort of participatory culture. We have other people who write about nanotechnology and architecture, really trying to make the sustainability movement all cross-platforms for whatever you're passionate about.
Okay. Well, have fun and good luck this week.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sit, CC, sit. Good dog.